thing from people like us, but we were very proud people with a lot of class. It was country class, but it was a great deal of class, and most of my people were not that educated, but they are very, very intelligent. Good common sense, horse sense, we called it.
Dolly, did you look like this when you were a kid?
Not quite.
I mean, you didn't have the blonde wig, but when you went into school, when you were 11, 12, 13, was it this about you?
Well, you mean the full figure?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Well, actually, I've always been pretty well blessed. As a child, I grew up fast. Other members of my family, have done the same.
My assistant asked me something, and I'm going to blame it on her because I wouldn't have had the nerve otherwise. Is it all you?
Well, I can't show you here on television.
I'll take your word for it.
I get asked that question. I always answer that because people are in awe of the whole thing. A lot of people say I have. A lot of people say I haven't. I always say that if I hadn't have had it on my own, I'm just the kind of person that would have had me some maid.
You don't have to look like this. You're very beautiful. You don't have to wear the blonde wigs. You don't have to wear the extreme clothes, right?
No, it's certainly a choice. I don't like to be like everybody else. I've often made this statement that I would never stoop so low as to be fashionable. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. So I just decided that I would do something that would at least get the attention. Once they got past the shock of the ridiculous way I looked and all that, then they would see there was parts of me to be appreciated. I'm very real where it counts, and that's inside, and as far as my outlook on life and the way I care about people and the way I care about myself and the things that I care about. But I just chose to do this, and show business is a money-making joke, and I've just always liked telling jokes.
But do you ever feel that you're a joke, that people make fun of you?
Oh, I know they make fun of me. But actually, all these years, the people, has thought the joke was on me, but it's actually been on the public. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I can change it at any time. Or I make more jokes about myself than anybody. Because I enjoy it. I know, like I say, I am sure of myself as a person. I'm sure of my talent.
Yes.
And to me, and I'm sure of
sorry about that, y'all. Y'all know what happened.
Let me tell you something. Sort of thing. I'm very
Listen, rest in peace to Dolly
I like
Parton.
the kind of person that...
You just probably don't need to hear that anyway. I ain't even know that. Listen, I hadn't even brought my mic up on stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, I'm so jacked up by Dolly Parton. Y'all ain't heard none of the first 5 minutes of this video. All because I was so tore up about Dolly Parton. I forgot to even add myself to the stage. That's how tore up the black community is right now about Dolly Parton. Okay? Yes, God, she was a very honorable woman, and we love her. And of course, you got to see that that's one of her past interviews. And Dolly passed away. She was about 80 years old, and I was watching Funk It Out even early, and they already arranged a funeral and stuff like that. And I just love it because she was an ally. She did a lot of charity work, and she loved the gays, the blacks. She was and she could sing. You know what I'm saying? And she had big titties. Nothing like Dolly Parton. If you knew Dolly Parton, you just knew that. So that interview she was doing, she was just telling where she came from. She said she came from more of like, but what they would consider more of like a hillbilly family, and how she made it work. You know what I'm saying? Dolly Parton, rest in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Because you are definitely getting in. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact she will not be denied. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, she will not be denied. My check.
I am. So I can afford to piddle around and diddle around with makeups and clothes and stuff because I am secure with myself.
Listen, tell me about this marriage of yours. This man whom nobody ever seems to see. We heard that he was here. We heard that he was in town, but none of us have seen him. Paul Dean, you don't see him very much. You're on the road most of the time. You've said, I know that this marriage will always last. This man gives me everything I need. How do you know?
Well, I need freedom. The man gives me freedom.
So why get married?
Well, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, if what you want most is freedom, why have a husband
No, I don't
tucked
mean-
away someplace to see?
Listen, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm telling you, rest in peace to Dolly. Did you just hear what Dolly said? She's, oh Lord, I'm saying this some old school right there. Okay. Now she was a real woman. I'm telling you, like that white, she smelled like white diamond and Gucci diamond pearls. You know what I'm saying? And she said that she could feed her man, honey. She could sing and cook. And she said it was one way she kept her man, you know, by singing and cooking. Because she know all that prosthetic and had all this stuff. That was all right. You know what I'm saying? But she believed in feeding her man. Did you know that? My God, rest in peace, Miss Dolly.
6 weeks a year.
But he has the same freedom. See, the thing of it is, you don't find a person that you can be happy with and that can accept you the way you are and can share the things and to plan for the future and to enjoy your home. We have our foundation, we have our roots, we have all the things that everybody's looking for, and that's happiness in a marriage. I've got better things to do than to sit around in my room thinking, oh, what's Carl doing tonight?
I love that. I was saying earlier today, you know, you got to make sure that you love yourself. You know, it's all a part of the process. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you expect somebody else to love you and you don't love you? And you can't even fry an egg. You can't cook a biscuit and you can't even flip a steak, you know. But Dolly knew the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're here tonight. You know, this is just in memory of Dolly. You know what I'm saying? I was jacked up about this right here. Hey, boo, how you doing? I ain't see you down there. I was so jacked up. About it. Oh, Dolly. Oh, Dolly. See, Dolly is the type of person where she deserves for all, I mean, for somebody to jump over in the casket and go to screaming and hollering, she deserves that. Yep, she do. I just want to get pulled out her casket. Oh, gee, she was a good woman. My God, today. Sure will. But yeah, Dolly Parton, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, she lived a pretty good life. You know, she was country singing. You know, Miley Cyrus is one of the people that that's really, I think that you know, she really inspired in the younger generation. So people didn't know it. But you know, Dolly Parton, not only was she Dolly Parton, but Dolly Parton was funny. Okay, Dolly Parton was funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? She was somewhat slick of a comedian. You know what I'm saying? If you did not know, okay, you you about to, okay, like Jake.
Laugh at, but that was the funniest stuff to us because we try to find the humor in it.
The question is, if you could tell teenagers of America today one thing, whether it be advice or something of support, what would it be?
I would say, act like it's raining every day and wear your rubbers.
Yes. Okay. That's what you call good advice. Okay. Okay, you say act like it's wear rubbers every day. But you know, Dolly Parton also had a big role in, like, she the Boys and Girls Club. She was a big person about giving back to the community, and she was not only ally, you know what I'm saying, she could sing, but Dolly was a good person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, she was a good person. And not only did she sound beautiful and sing beautiful, it showed through her life. You know, you never heard a real scandalous story about Dolly. She went mixed up in all that racist shit. You know what I'm saying? She loved all, you know what I'm saying? She learned some of her tones from black women. Sure did. And she gave them credit. And you know, and allegedly she loved black dick. And you know, some titties set up there, but Dolly was a dog. My God, today. And I know right now she is sitting high in black heaven. Over in Germantown. Over there where Jesus stayed at. Yep, they can give her a front row seat. Because she has definitely got into the kingdom. She'd even got to wait. You know how white folks do. They're gonna bury her probably tomorrow. They bury her tomorrow. They bury her fast, but it's okay. She was such a good woman, and I loved her. You know, real talk, I love her. You know, I love Golden Girls, and when Rose passed away, Betty White, oh Lord, I tell you, that was a day right there I really cried. You know, I'm upset about Dolly, but you know, when I fell out and had somebody had to come check on me, that's when Rose had passed away. Yeah, when Rose passed away, I was sick. Yeah, I really was sick. I ain't know what I was gonna do. Lord have mercy. I was so upset that Rose had passed away. Rose is a good woman. From all the way from Minnesota. Oh Lord, I feel like I'm gonna start crying again. Oh, Sherman, homie. Oh, God have mercy. I'm sorry. I'm just having a moment. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here in the field. But yeah, man. I can't believe this. But yeah. Here we go for another one. Okay.
I don't Google myself because I pretty much know what I'm up to. And if I don't know, all I got to do is pick up a National Enquirer magazine. Yeah, right. Now let's see what the internet is asking. First question is Dolly Parton a soprano? You mean mafia? No, but if you're talking about my voice,
She was so pretty. And I like, yeah, you know what? Look, let me tell you something, sis. You ain't never lied. You know what I'm saying? That's what got me to see people like Dolly. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that God would have came and he could, I wish God would come and replace, he could take Trump. He could have left Dolly. He could have, of all things, he could have took Trump. But he took Dolly first. And she deserved to get to be 100. You know what I'm saying? She deserved to get to be 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it take a long time to get rid of evil. But people like Dolly gotta go fast. You know what I'm saying? They be fucked up. Oh, that mercy. You could tell you, Mitch McConnell gone. Hey, I don't know if Mitch McConnell gone. Mitch McConnell gone, he ain't gone. I know Lindsay gone. But they deserve to go. But she could have stayed. But it's all right. It's all right. Even though she definitely still get into heaven. Yep, she gonna be in the heavenly choir. I love Dolly, but rest in peace to Dolly Parton. If you didn't know Dolly Parton, she was an actress, a singer, and she was honest about her titties and where they came from and where she got them at. She didn't hide nothing from you, so you had nothing to spill on her. She kept one husband. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what else she did on the side. It's her bitty because she deserved anything. But she kept a very clean life, and she was an ally, a mother, a wife, an activist, she was just a saint. Not a Catholic one. You know what I'm saying? They kind of strange a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? I like her. She was down to earth. She could definitely come to the barbecue though. Real talk. They don't Miss Dolly Parton. But 80 years old. She lived a good life, saying people these days, they be gone at 24, 25 look like. They be gone at 32 these days. They be gone like flies. And it always seemed like the evil, crooked, slew-footed, big-headed motherfuckers always be the one to end up making it. And I don't know how. God, I be saying, God, I almost doubt you sometimes. When you took Rose and her, let them people like that make it to 102, God. Can they make it to 102? They deserve it. They deserve it. They lived a very, very good life. It's good though. I love to see. That's how look, listen, if you are out there anywhere near, I am Tank, and this is Tank Talks TV 1. But let me tell you something. The good thing about this is that you will always know when a YT person dies, a white person dies. You know what I'm saying? If they're a big star, really watch how the black community responds immediately. And Lord, they've been showing out today about Dolly Parton. That says a lot what's going on right now because she was a real one. You know what I'm saying? Lord, he could have took anybody before he took Dolly. Could have took Melania. Could have took Eric. Could have took anybody. Mitch McConnell. You could have took anybody. Hell, you could have took Laura Loomer and her husband today, God, and you have to take her. But it's all right. But since I know she gonna get there quickly, I'm okay with that. But yes, that's Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is not gone, but she would not be forgotten. I'll tell you like this. I'm telling you, when black folks start coming up there screaming and crying and hollering about Dolly, that means she was a true ally, like a Jane Elliott. You know what I'm saying? She was a real woman. A singer. And she led the way on how to walk up straight with your back out and your titties held high and to hold your note and to cook for your man. She sure did. Yes, God. Good Southern woman. I loved her. But rest in peace. Dolly, you will not be forgotten. You are definitely going down in the books for being a legend. And not only that, but to be remembered in good ways on both sides of the coin. I am Tank, and this is Tank Talks TV, and you have tuned in. Rest in peace to our Dolly Parton. Like and subscribe. Peace.